Peace, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm so excited to chat with you about The Harder They Fall. I really, really enjoyed this film, and I think it's definitely something that we have not seen before in cinema. So I want to ask you first off, I knew you grew up in Texas, so did that make you want to be a part of this project anymore? Or did you have any other sort of connections to the film where you're a fan of Westerns or anything of that sort?
I mean, chiefly, I would say, um, you know, I would, I'm just looking. I was just looking for a cool, um, cool. I was looking for a real story to tell. Something that's moving. Something that would challenge me as an artist. And the script came across, and it just so happens that I'm from the Southwest, and understand um, some of that occupational culture of what it is to be it a farmer or a cowboy, or to deal with livestock. I understood that a little bit, just growing up. Just because what my grandfolks did and stuff like that. Um, but then there's the story element of it. So those were the things that really pulled me into it. Um, yeah.
And from project to project, I feel like you always play these excellent dynamic characters. So, how do you hope that Nat Love will live in this repertoire of excellent characters that you've portrayed so far in your career?
I hope he just stands alone. He is a loner. You know, Nat is. I mean, as much as he loves Mary, he is a loner. And that's the beauty of him. That it's like he's fated to lead this gang, and he's fated to love this woman, and it's 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 to his benefit. But Nat, I can't compare him to any of the other guys that I've been fortunate enough to bring to screens, or yeah, to screens. I can't compare him, but he'll stand on his own. I hope, and he'll be judged like the rest of them are. And I'm just as proud of him as I am of the other guys. But what he does offer is a different perspective. He's from a different time.
Mm,
Um, he has a different type of hurt, and
yes.
his level of aggression is a lot higher than some of the other guys, and the examination of where that aggression comes from really stems from the amount of hurt that he's experienced. There's nothing like losing the two things that made you, at such a young
Mhm.
age, and that's kind of, I mean, childhood trauma is kind of what we're um, exploring in that, and how we use that pain. You know, does it eat you up, or do you eat it up? You know, and I think that kind of oscillates between those two.
Yeah, for sure. I think that the way the film approaches trauma is really different than the way we typically see it displayed. So I think that's like super important in this film, of course.
Yes, sir.
And ultimately, what do you hope audiences take away from The Harder They Fall?
Well, I hope they make a playlist because the music is wicked.
Yeah.
Um, so you're gonna have some good workout tunes, some good club bangers. I think James Samuel and Jay Z have seen to that. That's gonna happen. So take that away, keep that with you, run that back on repeat.
Absolutely.
Try Title if you ain't about that life. Is what else? Yeah, I mean that kind of dark thing we were just talking about. How you decide to um reckon with your own demons. It's your choice. You know what I mean? And it is personal. It is
Mhm.
personal. And just with Nat, there's this idea of redemption. You know what I mean? Like, what is redemption? That's the question that we're asked, that Nat's asking himself. And the harder they fall, I think what we're offering in that is, there's so many options to walk off with. You'll be highly entertained. You'll feel a lot. You'll laugh a lot. It's like watching a football game at some point. You'll be rooting
Yeah,
for
yeah.
one team or the other. And hopefully you're doing that with other people around you. So now you're a community. You know, we're a community again. You know, if you watch it in the cinema, which I hope you do, or if you're just sitting at the crib, you know, with your boo or whatever, just kicking it. You know, like you're all there. You know, and it
Yeah,
is
yeah,
something that's really gonna, I believe, unite so many genres and so many niche walks of life. You know, if you're a music head, if you're a cinephile, if you're if you like the pulp Western books, etc. It's all in there, you know, and you can taste all of it. So,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. Well, thank you so much, Jonathan. I really enjoyed our conversation, and I hope you continue to enjoy your Sunday.
Shadow and Act,
Yes.
Steve.
Thank you. Hopefully, we get to chat again soon.
I'm sure we will, bro.
All right.